But we begin tonight with the community devastated and a Detroit woman facing charges after a crash at a bus stop leaves a husband and wife dead. Welcome to 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Thank you for joining us. The husband and wife were missionaries and leave behind 5 children. We first told you about the deadly crash Friday night. It happened on the city's west side at Fenkell and Evergreen. 7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wimbley is hearing from pastors and community leaders who were close with the couple. They say that their presence will be deeply missed in one of Detroit's most underprivileged communities.
Were authentic. So as a pastor, I see fakeness all the time. And it has given me a great awareness of sensitivity, if you will, to when I run across authentic Christians.
They were the real deal.
They were the real deal.
Pastor Samil Thomas, Mark Van Andel, and Phil Carr knew Kwasi and Elizabeth Agbada for nearly 2 decades. The couple died at a local hospital after being struck by an SUV while waiting at a bus stop last Friday.
I just broke down.
Dwan Dandridge, founder of Black Leaders Detroit, was a close friend of the Agbada family.
And I don't know if it was me breaking down so much for Kwasi and Elizabeth as much as it was for their 5 children.
That's the most devastating part of this. They were so intentional about loving and training up their children.
Originally from Texas and the Carolinas, the Agbadas first came to Detroit nearly 20 years ago and planted roots in Brightmoor, where they worked and served in various ministries.
They consider themselves to be urban missionaries. And so they were on a mission, and they wanted to have an impact, with the disenfranchised, the overlooked.
They actually chose not to have a vehicle so that they could walk the streets and ride the bus, to be able to be present to people in the neighborhood and the community in a way that sometimes we don't if we get in a car and drive around.
Their friends would often secure donations for the Agbadas, only to learn the couple, who lived so open-handedly, would give them away to other families in greater need.
Part of me is like, y'all could use it.
He wasn't going to keep it for himself because he wanted so desperately to make sure that other people had access to stuff.
Late Monday, Deja Berry was charged with 4 felonies in connection with the crash. She has not had a driver's license for quite some time and reportedly blacked out while behind the wheel. She's being held on a $50,000 bond.
She knows she shouldn't have been out there, but because she defied those rules that are in place to prevent things like this, 2 people are dead.
Yeah, I prayed for her this morning.
That's a heavy weight for her to hold. I hope that she has support to be able to process through that and receive forgiveness.
Randy Wimbley, 7 News Detroit.
Yeah, we got to send prayers to those 5 kids left behind for sure.